morning, everybody. How are you? I'm Fotini. I'm talking to you from Athens, Greece. And I'm a self-knowledge consultant, esoteric astrologer, and I'm carrying the energies of the High Priestess. Today's video has to do with the upcoming full moon in the axis of Taurus Scorpio, the second spiritual full moon of the year, called in ancient scripture the Wesak. And I'm going to talk to you about the energies of wisdom, of love, and the threefold flames, and how they work within us and with our centers. You might have heard about the threefold flame, that there are three flames: the blue, the yellow, and the pink flame. And each flame is connected. All three are actually within the higher heart, but they are connected with different centers in our body depending on our evolutionary state. The blue flame is the flame of Sirius and is passing through Scorpio, Cancer, and Capricorn. The yellow flame is the flame of wisdom, and it's coming straight from Orion. Mastering wisdom, or I should say gaining wisdom, is coming through the mastering of the opposites. What are the opposites? The opposites are spirit and matter, feminine and masculine, day and night, and any opposition that you might have within your body. The important thing about the wisdom flame is to understand something very, very important, that in opposition we base experience, we base knowledge. What that means? It means that the whole system of duality upon earth is a way to wisdom. So, to master wisdom, you have to walk through the opposites. Now, the sign of the axis of opposition is the axis Gemini Sagittarius. It's the axis of the 3rd to 9th house, which is the Antakarana, or the Rainbow Bridge, or the Bridge of Flowers. Before the unification of all dimensions that happened in 2022, you had to die the physical death in order to gain wisdom. And according to the ancient Egyptian scripts, one gains wisdom when the scales are balanced, when the soul is transitioning from this life to another. So the soul must see all the lessons, all the experience that the soul had during a particular lifetime, and then if the soul hasn't taken the wisdom lessons, then the lessons will be carried to the next life. Because in order to exit the closed system, because Earth is a closed system, to exit the closed system of Earth and that means the wheel of incarnations, you have to stand above the opposites. And that's the wisdom. And that's the energies of the high priestess. That's why I'm saying in all my videos that I'm carrying the energies of the high priestess, because I have mastered that. I have seen the opposites. And I went through the opposites. My ascendant is in Gemini. And I have Jupiter in the 3rd house, which is the house of Gemini. That is the yellow flame. I'm a yellow solar sun. And let's say, the template of duality was something that was carried into this plane of existence, that is of Earth, from Orion. The 3rd flame, which is coming from Venus and from the temples of Venus, is the pink flame, which is the flame of unconditional love. It's not love, it's the unconditional love, because the color of love is red, but pink has white within, and white is the experience that you have in Sirius, that is a pure mind. It's the Virgo energy. It's the initiation that you have through the Sirians. And so the unconditional love, the pink ray, is the ray that helps seeing whatever is happening upon Earth without judgment, just from the state of observation. In that way, reaching the unconditional love, which is the pink ray, you have come exactly to the state of the observer. So you are not engaging in the duality games. The threefold flames that I mentioned, the pink, the yellow, and the blue flame, are all necessary for accomplishing wholeness. Without the experience of the threefold flames, you are not whole. You are in the process of becoming whole, no matter what, and no matter your origin, and you are still in some kind of mastering a lesson, whether it's wisdom, whether it's serendipity, which is the blue flame, whether it's unconditional love, it doesn't matter. You are in a state of accomplishing, of mastering, not accomplishing, of mastering a lesson. Now, the important thing, and how these threefold flames are connected with the upcoming full moon, and why I'm doing this video today. First, because I was guided to. I never do a video without guidance from my higher self. And the second is that the Wesak is the union of love and wisdom, Buddha and Christ. And when I refer to Christ, I mean the forces of love. I'm not talking about Yeshua. Yeshua was the representative of love. He came here to put the seed of love. So the Wesak is an internal experience. It's an experience between having the wisdom and having the love. In order to reach this state, you have to reach and to have as a grounding force the element of peace, the element of serendipity, which is the blue flame. Without the blue flame, without the blue rose, you cannot have the yellow rose or the pink rose. The experience of being totally grounded so that you can have wisdom or that you can experience love is to actually be serene, be truly grounded, which is the color blue, which is the Syrian color, and it's coming through Sirius and through the signs of, as I said, Scorpio, Capricorn, and Cancer. This blue flame, the blue flame, allows you to have your nervous system in full function, stable. That's why we are talking about Capricorn, which is an earth sign, Scorpio, it's a fixed sign, and Cancer is in the energetic cross, and they are all connected with having a certain motivation. Cancer, the sign of the Divine Mother, Scorpio, the sign of stable emotion, having overcome all the poisons of the emotional plane and the mental plane, and Capricorn, esoteric ruler Venus, where you have mastered the higher values of spirit, because Capricorn is the last sign. When you have mastered all three, you have gained the blue flame, which is the highest flame, the blue rose. And it is the sign and the flame of the Divine Mother Isis. This is actually the grail. You have come to a place that you have a stable body, which is the grail actually, so that you can receive the wisdom, the yellow flame, and express unconditional love, which is the pink flame. And this brings you to a whole closed system where you can operate upon the earth plane without fear, doubt, confusion, and I forgot the fourth. It's fear, confusion, doubt, and judgment. Yes. And so through this process, you are becoming a sovereign being. This is the end. This is where everybody upon earth should go. Of course, this is not happening within one incarnation, but this is the path. There are many souls, of course not the majority, that right now they are completing the cycle of incarnation upon earth, and they are asked to master these threefold flames in order to move into happiness, joy, and true fulfilled relationships where there is no codependency, there is no fear, and there is no control. In order to master that, in order to create that, this kind of relationship, you have to, as I said before, have mastered the threefold flames. Otherwise, you are incapable. You are back in the old paradigm of relationship, which was providing some kind of lesson. And you have to understand that there is no such thing as good or bad, because that's the point of wisdom. It's not that someone is better than another one. And this is, again, unconditional love, no judgment. Every soul is in its own evolutionary step. Yet, and this is the part of wisdom, knowing where you stand, and this is what I'm saying to all the people that are coming to me. Knowing where you stand, it is crucial right now, because this is self-knowledge. That's why I'm calling myself a self-knowledge consultant. I'm not here to save you. I'm here to truly advise you where and show you where you stand. Because as I have said so many times, when you enter your vehicle, your car, the vehicle is your body, by the way, you put in your GPS where you are, and then you put where you are going. You cannot go anywhere unless you know where you are. And this is knowing thyself, knowing where you stand. That's why I advise, don't get information for the sake of information. Don't get knowledge for the sake of knowledge. First, know where you stand. That's self-knowledge. And there are certain keys for that. And then pick the tool that will help you for the next step in your journey. Not all the tools, because you might not need them. Just pick the tool for your next step. If you want to know more, again, I have said many times, there is a free 15 minutes wisdom talk with me. And we can see where you stand, what are you looking for, but not only that, because I can see your aura, I can read your akasha, and I can see through your rays and through your higher self where you are standing, so that I can advise you what is your next tool. Again, seminars are useful for the ones who can fully embody them. Have a beautiful rest of the day, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Bye for now. For some reason, it doesn't close, but I don't have anything else to tell you. Have a great